Fox Weather is your severe weather HQ. Severe storms set to target more than 50 million Americans this week. It all begins tomorrow. Damaging winds, hail, and heavy rain all on the table. We've just had an upgrade to our severe weather threat, a level 3 on the table now across northern Illinois, Indiana. This just shy of the Chicago metro area. In fact, as I kind of train my eye in a little closer, it does seem as though Chicago is just along the outskirts of that level 3 upgrade. Fort Wayne just over to Indianapolis as well. A zone in which the potential for large hailstones, the confidence in that growing as we pull our way into tomorrow. And we know that Illinois, no stranger to some pretty significant hailstones just this month alone. So daytime heat, that is going to play a role in this. Temperatures are going to be surging into the afternoon through the 70s, lower 80s even, and we have clearing to start the day. That's always going to be an important piece, right? As we start a severe weather day, how much cloud cover do we have? Do we have thunderstorms or rain in the morning that could kind of rob some of the moisture in the atmosphere and keep things a little quieter, a stronger cap in place that limits that overall severe weather coverage? We will have a couple of showers perhaps exiting out of Indiana into northern Kentucky, southern Ohio as we pull through tomorrow morning. But on the north side of that, you can see that cloud cover kind of exiting off to the southeast. You have clearing up towards Indianapolis, St. Louis, Peoria, Chicago, even to start the day as this front starts to build its way to the south. So with that pocket of clearing across our storm zone, you have absolutely enough instability that is going to build. But the thing is, we will have a cap in place for tomorrow. We have a mid-level dry air that could be just enough to sneak us on the quieter side through the afternoon until we start to moisten things up through the afternoon. Storms developing, you get the added lift of that front really charging in. And it's the elevated nature of those storms as they first begin to develop where we have a greater risk for those larger hailstones to ultimately come crashing down, and that's what could lead to some damaging concerns. Indianapolis, we're seeing our dew points into the 60s, so eroding that away is something that we'll have to watch for as we work into tomorrow. Look at the difference, though, in our dew point temperature. And again, dew point measure of moisture in the atmosphere, 43 to 62, 43 in Chicago. It's a little on the dry side for getting those storms to develop, but that's why we had that level 3 upgrade really on the southern suburbs and then down into northern Illinois and Indiana, which is where we're going to see just enough of that atmosphere to produce, especially with the elevated nature of those storms. We also have strong winds ahead of this advancing cold front. That's going to help provide that enhanced lift. It's going to help sustain those updrafts, so those heavy hailstones, they're going to be able to be lifted by those strong winds. And then as they come crashing down, we'll have to watch too in some of these downpours, mixing down some of those stronger wind gusts where we could top 60, 65 miles an hour possible with those storms. Eventually, we'll see those discrete storms congeal into a bit of a line, and that clustering is what's going to bring perhaps that bowing structure of those storms into the late evening and early overnight hours. But the reason for the upgrade is the hail threat, and that hail threat definitely something of note. You can see the darker purple, that's our higher confidence, the level 3 zone here from Chicago to Peoria over to Fort Wayne, north of Indianapolis, where we could see 2+ inches in diameter. We're talking more than the size of an egg come crashing down.